Have you ever wondered why some cars become ice cold within minutes, while others seem to blow warm air forever? The surprising truth is that many drivers unknowingly ignore a hidden AC feature that's already built into their vehicle. No expensive upgrades, no special tools, just one simple setting that millions of people never activate. Most drivers start the engine on a hot day and immediately turn the AC to maximum. It feels like the obvious thing to do, but in many situations, that's actually the slowest way to cool the cabin. Modern vehicles are smarter than people think. Engineers have spent decades designing air conditioning systems that cool faster, use less fuel, and place less stress on the compressor. The problem is, most owners never learn how those systems actually work. The owner's manual explains it, the dealership rarely does, and after a few years, that hidden feature is completely forgotten. To understand why this setting exists, we have to go back to the early days of automotive air conditioning. In the 1940s, the first vehicle AC systems were incredibly basic. They were large, heavy, and inefficient. Cooling performance was limited, especially during extremely hot weather. As cars became more common after World War II, manufacturers searched for better solutions. Engineers quickly realized something important. Cooling hot outside air requires far more energy than cooling air that's already inside the cabin. That simple discovery changed automotive air conditioning forever. During the 1960s and 1970s, several manufacturers began adding a feature called recirculation mode. Instead of constantly pulling hot outside air into the cabin, the system could recycle already cooled interior air. The result was dramatic. The cabin cooled much faster. The compressor worked less. Fuel consumption improved slightly. Passengers became comfortable sooner. Japanese automakers embraced this technology particularly quickly. Brands like Toyota, Honda, Nissan, and Mazda focused heavily on efficiency. Instead of making larger compressors, they improved airflow management. It was a smarter solution rather than a more expensive one. By the 1990s, recirculation buttons appeared in millions of vehicles around the world. Some used a simple icon showing a car with a circular arrow. Others labeled it Recirc. Many drivers saw the button every day. Very few understood when they should actually use it. Modern research confirms why engineers designed the feature this way. Air conditioning systems remove heat. The cooler the incoming air already is, the less work the compressor must perform. It's the same reason your home air conditioner doesn't constantly replace all the air inside your house. It cools existing indoor air repeatedly. Cars operate on the exact same principle. Yet surveys show many drivers never touch the recirculation button. Some think it's only for winter. Others believe it damages the AC system. Neither assumption is true. In fact, using the correct setting at the right time often improves cooling performance while reducing unnecessary strain on the air conditioning system. Another hidden advantage appears during heavy traffic. When you're surrounded by buses, trucks, and diesel vehicles, outside air contains more exhaust fumes. Activating recirculation helps reduce the amount of polluted air entering the cabin. It's a small button, but it serves several important purposes. Manufacturers didn't add it just to fill space on the dashboard. They added it because it genuinely improves comfort and efficiency. The strange part is that millions of drivers own this feature without realizing its value. They spend money recharging refrigerant, replacing cabin filters, even blaming the compressor. Sometimes the system is working perfectly. The wrong setting is the real problem. If you enjoy discovering hidden car features that save money, improve comfort, and help your vehicle perform better, subscribe to Mechanic's Secrets Lab and turn on the notification bell. Every week we uncover forgotten automotive knowledge, hidden dashboard functions, and practical garage secrets that most drivers never learn. Because the smartest upgrade isn't always buying a new part. Sometimes it's finally understanding the buttons already sitting in front of you. And once manufacturers realized how much fuel could be saved through smarter climate control, they quietly added even more hidden AC features to modern cars. So why does this small button make such a big difference? The answer is surprisingly simple. Your air conditioner doesn't create cold air. It removes heat from the air already inside your vehicle. That means the hotter the incoming air is, the harder the AC system has to work. Imagine filling a bucket with boiling water. Now imagine trying to cool it with a few ice cubes. It takes time. Now imagine starting with warm water instead. Cooling becomes much easier. Your car's AC works exactly the same way. When fresh air mode is selected, the system constantly pulls hot outside air into the cabin. On a summer afternoon, that outside air can easily reach 100 degrees, 38 degrees, or even higher. The compressor must cool that hot air over and over again. But when you press the recirculation button, something changes. Instead of pulling in hot air from outside, the system begins cooling the air already inside the cabin. Since that air is already cooler, the compressor doesn't work as hard. The cabin temperature drops much faster. Engineers have known this for decades. That's why nearly every modern vehicle includes this feature. The strange part is that millions of drivers never use it. Some think it's only meant for winter. Others believe it damages the AC compressor. Neither is true. In fact, Many owners' manuals recommend using recirculation during extremely hot weather for maximum cooling efficiency. Another hidden benefit appears during traffic jams. Think about every truck, bus, and diesel vehicle around you. Their exhaust gases remain in the air. If fresh air mode is turned on, some of those fumes can enter your ventilation system. Recirculation helps reduce that problem by limiting outside air intake. It won't eliminate pollution completely, but it can noticeably improve cabin air quality in heavy traffic. Now here's another feature many drivers overlook: auto climate control. People often assume auto simply changes the fan speed. It actually does much more. Modern climate control systems constantly monitor cabin temperature using sensors. The computer automatically adjusts fan speed, airflow direction, compressor operation, and sometimes even the recirculation door. The goal is maintaining the selected temperature while using the least amount of energy. Many drivers switch auto off immediately. Then they manually adjust everything themselves. Ironically, the computer often manages the system more efficiently than humans. Japanese manufacturers became famous for refining these automatic systems. Toyota, Honda, Lexus, Nissan, and Mazda invested heavily in climate control technology because customer comfort became a major selling point. Instead of making larger compressors, they made smarter software. Another forgotten feature is the max AC setting. Many people think it simply turns the fan to maximum speed. In reality, max AC usually activates several systems at once. It selects recirculation, it lowers the temperature, it increases blower speed, and it directs airflow for the fastest possible cooling. That's why cars often cool much faster when max AC is selected during the first few minutes. Here's something even more interesting. Automotive engineers estimate that using air conditioning efficiently can slightly reduce unnecessary compressor workload. While fuel savings vary depending on driving conditions, reducing compressor load also helps decrease wear over time. Small improvements repeated every day become meaningful over several years. Think about how often you drive during summer, morning commutes, weekend trips, school runs, long highway drives. Every journey starts with the same goal: cool the cabin quickly. Yet most drivers unknowingly make the system work harder than necessary. Not because the AC is broken, but because one simple button stays untouched. That's why forgotten automotive knowledge still matters. Manufacturers didn't hide these features. They simply assumed owners would read the manual. Most never do, and as a result, many useful functions remain unused for years. In the next section, I'll show you exactly when to use recirculation mode, when to switch back to fresh air mode, the common mistakes that reduce cooling performance, and how to get the coldest possible air from almost any vehicle, even during the hottest summer days. Now, here's exactly how to use this hidden AC feature the right way. The process is incredibly simple, but timing makes all the difference. Before you even start the engine on a hot day, open all 4 doors, or at least 2 opposite doors, for about 20 to 30 seconds. This allows much of the trapped hot air to escape. A parked car sitting in the sun can easily reach 130, 150 degrees, 54, 66 degrees inside. Removing that trapped heat first gives your AC a head start. Now start the engine. Turn the air conditioner on. For the first minute, if your car has been baking in the sun, use fresh air mode while driving slowly with the windows slightly open. This pushes the remaining hot air out much faster. After about 1 minute, close the windows. Now press the recirculation button. From this point forward, your AC will begin cooling air that's already inside the cabin instead of constantly pulling in hot outside air. You'll usually notice the temperature dropping much faster. Many drivers are surprised by the difference. If your vehicle has max AC, simply press that button. On most cars, it automatically activates recirculation, increases fan speed, and selects the coldest temperature setting. It's the fastest way to cool the cabin. Once the interior becomes comfortable, don't leave the fan at maximum forever. Reduce it to a medium setting. This keeps the cabin comfortable while reducing unnecessary noise and compressor workload. Now let's talk about when not to use recirculation. During cold or rainy weather, moisture naturally builds inside the vehicle. If you leave recirculation on continuously, humidity increases. That moisture can cause your windows to fog up. When this happens, simply switch back to fresh air mode. Outside air helps remove excess humidity much faster. This is one of the biggest mistakes drivers make. They use recirculation all year without understanding its purpose. Remember this simple rule. Hot weather? Use recirculation after the cabin begins cooling. Cold or rainy weather? Use fresh air more often to reduce window fogging. Another mistake involves the cabin air filter. Even the best AC system struggles if the filter is clogged with dust, leaves, and debris. Experts recommend inspecting it every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, depending on your driving conditions. Replacing a dirty cabin filter is often one of the cheapest ways to improve airflow. Many people think their AC is failing, when the real problem costs less than lunch. Here's another forgotten tip. Whenever possible, park in the shade. Even partial shade can reduce cabin temperature significantly. Using a reflective windshield sunshade also helps keep the dashboard and steering wheel cooler. Less heat inside the car means less work for the air conditioner. It's a simple habit that pays off every summer. Professional fleet managers have followed these principles for years. Taxi companies, delivery services, commercial fleets. They know that reducing unnecessary strain helps equipment last longer. Small improvements repeated every day make a noticeable difference over time. Think about your own car. How many summers has it already survived? How many hours has the air conditioner been working in heavy traffic? Simple habits like using the correct AC setting, replacing the cabin filter regularly, and reducing cabin heat before driving can make every trip more comfortable. The best part? None of these tips require expensive upgrades, no special tools, no costly repairs, just understanding the system your vehicle already has. That's the real lesson. Modern cars include dozens of features designed to improve comfort and efficiency. But those features only help if drivers actually use them. Sometimes the smartest automotive secret isn't hidden inside the engine. It's sitting quietly on the dashboard, waiting for someone to press one small button. If you learned something useful today, subscribe to Mechanic Secrets Lab and turn on the notification bell. Every week, we uncover hidden car features, forgotten mechanic tricks, and practical automotive knowledge that helps drivers save money while getting more from the vehicles they already own. Because the best car isn't always the newest one. It's the one whose hidden features you finally understand. And in our next video, we'll reveal another forgotten dashboard function that millions of drivers use incorrectly every single day. And once you discover it, you'll never look at your car the same way again.